right, good evening, everybody, and happy Saturday night. If you're just joining us, we just started, and we are kicking off this live weathercast with a look at what to expect for tonight. Some saw rain day. A lot of it is actually just dissipating right now, moving farther north, and actually just fizzling out. We're losing heat, temperatures are cooling, and with that in place, it's really going to taper off any rain we see in the overnight. Matter of fact, we're expecting mostly clear conditions. You can see that with our live cam over Calaveras Lake. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're traveling to Houston, if you're going to Dallas tomorrow, if you're traveling across the country for vacation, if you're wondering about the weather pattern in another place, we can always check that out and go into depth about that. If you have any questions about the wildfires or what to expect in hurricane season, anything, let me know. We'll be on here for a little while longer, for the next 20 or 30 minutes, answering questions and, of course, going through the weather forecast. I hope you are all having a wonderful night. Something just happened with my computer, so bear with me. But you can still see me on there, it looks like. But it's a mostly clear night. Hello, Tobias, and good evening, Brandy. Happy Saturday. 78023 Matthew, you saw 8 drops of rain today. Hey, it's something, man. It's something. And, you know, I was driving to work in I-10 between like Hebner Oaks and Fair Oaks Ranch, and 410 saw some pretty good rain. I mean, the road was soaked. I mean, at my apartment, we only saw a few drops. It wasn't a lot off Boulevardy Road, but some, you know, some got lucky today. Some didn't, right? And that's the nature of the game, especially with the summertime sea breeze showers. You can see, let me play this graphic and show you how much the airport got. So the airport got really lucky, right, off of 281 and 410. In central and northern Bexar County, they saw up to not a fifth, I was going to say a fifth, 5/100ths of an inch of rainfall today. And notice today was a high of 97. That's on point for this time of year. It's actually just right. It's right on the money. Morning low was very similar as well. And notice the 2013 record stays in place at 105. So while it was hot today, it wasn't hot as previous days and previous years. I mean, that's a 8-year-old record. So not that long ago, we hit 105. Just incredible. But anyway, yeah, so if you saw rain, feel free to send me your photos. If you have video, let me know. Feel free to send me that through email if you want, rshoptaugh@kens5.com. It's always nice to see rain, and some folks saw more than others today, and I didn't see much, but driving to work, I did see a few. Now, on the other side of rain, you know, obviously this summer and this year has been so bad when it comes to rain. And this is why every single county, with the exception of McMullen County, is under a burn ban. Now, I mention this because this entire past week, we've seen several wildfires pop up in Gillespie County, north of Fredericksburg. We saw one in Comal County, one in Blanco County, a couple in Bastrop County. Nothing in San Antonio, but the thing is, the vegetation, the land, the grass is just so dry, and this is resulting in ongoing wildfires. So please prevent wildfires. Don't throw anything out the window that doesn't need to be thrown out. Park or drive over tall grass. Do not do that. And outdoor banning is banned. Matter of fact, 225 counties across the state of Texas, 225 out of 254 total Texas counties are under burn bans now. And that's as of yesterday or today from the Texas A&M Forest Service. But anyway, avoiding the outdoor burning. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. We're talking about the forecast for today, tomorrow. Tournament, block the sun tomorrow, please. So, yeah, Mr. Thomas. So if you have anything outdoors tomorrow, and you're saying block out the sun, I know it's going to be hot tomorrow. But good news, just like today, we'll see a little bit of cloud cover, maybe a little bit of rain after 2 o'clock tomorrow, and that'll help keep your temperatures down a few degrees, right? It's not going to be a lot. Almost every day last month, we were around 101 degrees. And today we're at 97, so that is a welcome change. And tomorrow will be very similar, but still hot and humid because of so much moisture in the air. Matter of fact, dew point's running at 69 to 70 right now. We have mid-80s on the thermometers at the airport and over at Stinson. We have a breeze out there, thankfully, moving things around, 17 miles an hour. And notice tonight, all the rain has dissipated. It has moved on. It has fizzled out. It's really dispersed and dissipated. That's because of no more heat. Temperatures cool down, and we no longer have the instability in the atmosphere to kick off rain. So tonight, quiet, a few clouds overhead, 80s to 70s tomorrow morning. If you have plans outdoors early Sunday, it's going to be dry. It's going to be mild to start, but hot to finish, right? So if any rain materializes tomorrow, it'll be after 2 o'clock and mainly centered and focused along the Texas coast. So if you have plans to go down to Beeville or George West, down to Cotulla, toward Tallsville, Victoria, Port Aransas, anywhere, they have a better chance at tomorrow seeing some rain, scattered activity. But here in San Antonio, coverage will be low. And if we do see some of those spotty showers materialize, tomorrow it'll be after 2 o'clock because the heating of the day will kick up more isolated showers. And that's pretty much it. And that is the entire forecast for the weekend, pretty much. And then by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it starts to trend down slightly. The door is still open for more coastal showers, but the likelihood of 1 or 2 making them to San Antonio is very slim, which is why we've made this graphic kind of to show you where we're expecting rain more, right? Between Baffin Bay, Corpus Christi, Nueces County, San Patricio County, to Victoria, Houston, Galveston, along the immediate coast will be more scattered shower activity. But they try to travel farther inland because of heating. Hot air rises, air has to replace it, so it comes in from the Gulf of Mexico. Plus, southeast winds help out with that from the Gulf. Now, while some of them may try to drift in up I-37 towards San Antonio, coverage is going to be limited. So that's why we're only expecting like a 10 to 20% chance of rain tomorrow. But it was enough to get some folks for today. And some were lucky enough to see rain, some were not. And again, I live off Bulverde Road, and we saw a few sprinkles, but that was about it. But anywhere along I-10, like between Bernie, Fair Oaks Ranch, Hebner Oaks, a lot of y'all saw some pretty good rain. So it did vary, and it's going to vary tomorrow, but in limited coverage for Sunday. Okay, so if we're lucky, we get a single drop in S. Yes, Adriana, that's pretty much how it goes. And that's just how it's been like the entire summer, right? I mean, last month we saw like, oh man, 1/100th of an inch of rain. I don't know if we saw anything for July. I think it was, no, I think, so last month was the hottest on record. I don't know if it was the driest on record, but I could check on that. But anyway, last month, July 2022, only saw 1/100th of an inch of rainfall in San Antonio. And the problem is, even if these coastal showers try to move in our direction, try to move towards San Antonio from the Gulf, they're just so limited, right? And they don't last very long. They dissipate. If you take a picture of these showers moving in from the southeast, you'll see they bubble up, they rain a little bit, and then they fall apart because there's no upper level support with these showers. They're just moisture-driven, heat-driven showers that move in from the Gulf of Mexico, and they just last for about 15 minutes, and they rain out. Now, so here's a look at what to expect over the next 7 days. Obviously, when we get to the 7-day, we'll show you each percentage, but pretty much every day, 10 to 20% chance, afternoon possibility of spotty showers, and that is it, of which may amount to 1/100th to 1/10th of an inch at best. And keep in mind, this is the next 7 days. Not going to be impressive, not going to be what we need. But the thing is, with increasing cloud cover and maybe some rain here and there, that's going to keep temperatures down a few degrees. And that's what we like to see because this time of year, it is the hottest time of year, early to mid-August. Statistically, we usually hit our hottest temperature this time of year. Doesn't always happen like that, but based on climate normals, it's usually the hottest time of year based on annual average highs and average lows. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Rain chances are like a fart in the wind. Basically how it goes, man. I mean, the thing is, like, when you call for a 10 to 20% chance, it's just like 80% of everybody's going to see nothing, right? That's how it was today. I mean, some people saw rain. I mean, let's show you the radar, actually. So it's quiet now. Let me show you the last 12 hours. It got pretty nice. I mean, around, let's say, 3 and 4 o'clock, we saw a little wave off the sea breeze. We'll show you right there. Hold on. Right. Bam. Like moving through central and southern San Antonio, the sea breeze kicked up. A breeze moved in from the southeast, and the hot air helped contribute to some of those spotty 10, 20, 30% isolated showers. And it was just for like a pretty much hour time between about 3 and 4 p.m. where most of, southern and central Bexar County saw a spot shower or two. And again, it wasn't a lot, but hey, it was something, and it was enough to cool us down. Now, the people that saw rain early today, I mean, they went from the 90s down into the 80s pretty quickly because of cloud cover and rain-cooled air. But then the sun came back out, and it was incredibly humid. But now the radar is quiet, and you can see between Seadrift, Victoria, San Antonio, it is dry. So tonight's forecast, if you have plans to go outdoors tonight, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy. Lower 80s, humid, but the winds will be moving a little bit, not much. I mean, it's not going to be windy, but a nice occasional breeze between 12 and 13 miles an hour. Through the overnight hours, we'll drop into the 70s, and that's the best we'll do. Tomorrow morning, mild 76. Tomorrow, 98 for a high. We hit 97 today. We'll be around 97 to 98 tomorrow, 99 on Monday. And yes, the chance at rain is very low, but it's there. And the thing is, the only reason why we're accounting for these really minimal rain chances you're saying, 10 to 20%, is mainly to account for the possibility at an afternoon isolated shower. Most of you will not see any rain starting on Monday. I mean, there is a slight chance tomorrow, right? 20%. Woohoo. But next week, as the door remains open, high pressure starts to drift farther north. That'll keep chances alive, but again, most will see just clouds, sunshine, and highs in the 90s. It's not going to be great. And if you do see rain, it'll amount to maybe 1/100th to 1/10 of an inch, optimistically speaking. And this pattern, while it'll be hot, it'll be closer to average, about 97 to 98 every afternoon going forward. Mixture of clouds, sunshine, and just very, very slim rain chances. That is the best we can do for the second full week of August. Matter of fact, by next Sunday, we're already moving through the middle of the month. So, hey, time's going by fast. And keep in mind, as we move into the late August time and early September, obviously we're getting closer to fall, but that is the peak time for hurricane season. And there are a couple waves out there, no threats to the Gulf of Mexico or the Caribbean Sea. But notice there is a tropical wave off the coast of Africa. You'll see it has a pretty good chance of development. Those numbers are not up to date, but notice the color of the tropical wave itself. It's an orange color, which is indicative of just a medium chance of development. And there was some tropical activity in the Pacific, but those don't threaten us. So we keep an eye on the Atlantic for most activity for our hurricane season. And if you're wondering, hey, what's the next name on the list? It is Danielle. If you know Danielle, she's next on the list for the hurricane season slate of names for 2022. And notice we've only hit 3 names this year. We only used 3 names, Alex, Bonnie, and Colin, none of which were hurricanes. They're at tropical storm strength at best. I think Bonnie was the strongest one in the Caribbean. But Danielle, Earl, and then Fiona are next up to bat for tropical season. And keep in mind, between now and October is the busiest time of hurricane season. Despite we've only seen 3 names, 78% of named tropical storms or hurricanes form between now and October, mainly late August, early September, as temperatures really start to crank up across the northern hemisphere and especially along the equator, which drives tropical storms and hurricane development. What else? Triple-digit days so far this year. We've hit 56. We're near an all-time record, guys. So if you thought it was hot, it has been incredibly hot. Now, today we did not hit 100. We hit 97 this afternoon, so we did not add to the tally today. But the thing is, we have the rest of August. Early September can get pretty hot. I mean, obviously, we're in South Texas. September, the entire month can get pretty hot. And the thing is, we're only 3 days away from tying an all-time record. We're 4 days away from beating it. 2022 could go down in history as the hottest on record, which is incredible to see. And you'll see this is part why. We've hit triple digits almost every single day this summer since May. It's been ridiculous. We just need rain to hit us with, So to get out of drought, for us to get fully out of drought, I mean, the thing is, so we've hit 5 inches of rain in San Antonio. Let me show you the numbers, actually. So today we hit 97, right? Record's 105. Precip today, our daily precip, because of those sea breeze showers, was a 5/100th of an inch. That's what I'm trying to say. Our monthly total, that's it, But our yearly total, that's the important number. Look at this. We've hit 5.17 inches of rain for the year of 2022 for the city of San Antonio. And that number should be closer to about 17 or 18. We're well behind schedule. We're in a deficit. And for us to catch up to normal, it would take a tropical storm or a hurricane to just soak us, and we would need at least 12 inches of rain or so, give or take, to get back to normal. But to get out of drought, probably up to 20. So it is ridiculous how far behind schedule we are for this time of year, which has resulted obviously in burn bans. In every single county, please avoid outdoor burning. San Antonio, Bexar County is included in a bear ban, and do not throw cigarettes out the window. Do not park or drive over tall grass and things like that. All right, we'll end off on the 7-day. If anyone has any more questions. Yeah, not fully, just out of the heavy part of drought. Yeah, I mean, just to get back to normal again, near 16 or 17 is where we should be typically. Let me actually go, we have a graphic that shows that information. Our yearly annual rainfall. I know it's somewhere. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Content library. I'm curious to see how much rainfall we've seen, like broken down month by month. Summer. No, so that's no, it's almanac. Okay. This is one of the graphics we've had, and we use it a lot on Ken's 5 on TV. So every single month this year so far has been below average in regarding rainfall. This year we've hit 5.12. That actually should say 5.17 after today. So let me actually update it. Let me do this real quick. Ba, ba, ba. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So let me just add up so normal rainfall are the white colors on the left column, and then the right column is what we've actually observed and seen. So January average is 1.96 plus 1.74, so 4, 8, 6, probably around 8, around 12, 15, 17, 18, yeah, so we should be right around, on an average year, we should be around 17 or 18 inches at this point in time for year-to-date rainfall. Usually spring yields us some pretty good beneficial rain, but we just did not see anything. The only month this year that was actually on average, on par, was February 2022 when we picked up 1.74, but that was about it. We're at 5.17. The average year for San Antonio is 32.38 for one entire year, and we're at 5 inches of rain. And we're more than halfway done with the year. So even if you take 32 and splice that in half, we should be around 17 to 16, maybe, or 18. But the thing is, we're just well behind schedule. And unless we get some soaking rainfall from a tropical depression, storm, hurricane, it's going to be very difficult to catch up for the month of August, September, October, November, December. Because historically, the wettest month for San Antonio, you'll see on this particular graphic, May is historically the wettest month of the year. Behind that, September is actually pretty wet. So is October. November, December, it can vary, right? It goes back and forth. But the driest historic month is actually February. Yeah, February is historically the driest month, and May is the wettest month of the year on average. It doesn't always play out like that. You can see this year we've only picked up 0.86 inches of rain in the month of May, and we're at 5.17 for a grand total. It's sad to see. It's resulted in wildfires, drought, exceptional to extreme. It is pretty bad out there. All right, guys. Well, happy Saturday night. Happy 90th birthday to Grandpa. Don't get me, man. I was about to read that comment, Enrique. Don't get me like that. I've seen some people, like on Facebook Live, they'll say the names, and it's funny. Okay. All right, not fully out of drought. Yeah, we're not even close to getting out of drought. It's unfortunate. I'm breaking your hearts with the forecast. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know it's pretty bad. We've only seen this much rain today, 5/100th of an inch, and that's it. And the thing is, you'll be lucky to see rain tomorrow. If you do, you'll pretty much be winning the lottery. And the only good news I have for you is it's no longer going to be 104 to 105 to 106 in the afternoons. Instead, we'll take upper 90s. While, yes, it is going to be hot, it is not going to be as hot as previous days and previous weeks this summer. We have about a month left of the summer season, and enjoy it while you can, because fall is just around the corner. Fall begins on September 21st, I believe. I'll have to double check that. A meteorological fall begins September 1st, but astronomical fall begins, I believe, on September 21st. Regardless, Texas stays pretty warm to hot through the middle of September. You'll see the next 7 days in August look pretty warm, and it is going to be like that for a while. Anything in the tropics, Anthony asked. Yeah, we went through that earlier, but yeah, I'll go through it once again. Let's see. Now, this is not the most up-to-date numbers and percentages-wise, but you can see. See, that's not right. There you go. No, perfect. So let me actually check the Hurricane Center real quick and see what percentage that tropical wave off Africa has. So, in the Eastern Atlantic. National Hurricane Center. No, there you go. All right, let's put me back on screen. So, this particular tropical wave has a 0% chance in the next 2 days, but a 40% chance in the next 5 days. So, anyway, so there's nothing out in the Pacific. There's some rain out west of Mexico, but I'm going to take that off and show you what we got. So tropical chances, and then, so basically this one right here off the Eastern Atlantic Ocean has a 40% chance based on the latest forecast from the Hurricane Center. We do our own forecasting when it comes to hurricane season, but when it's that far out, I mean, this tropical wave, it's not even formed in anything, and it's probably about 5,000 miles away. So we keep it to we leave it to the Hurricane Center to do most of that to help out. And you'll see a 40% chance. So again, if that were named, Danielle is the next name on the hurricane tropical storm list of 2022's slate of names. And you'll see that right there. Because we've seen Alex, we've seen Bonnie, we've seen Colin, but Danielle is next up to bat. That's the latest from hurricane season. Hi, Ryan, where's your favorite person to work at Ken's 5? Asking for a friend. Phil, man, oh, come on, man. Don't do me like that, man. Phil and Aya, the greatest of all time. I love all you guys, man. I can't just pick one coworker, right? All you guys are my favorite. All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep it here for the next few minutes. If you want to take a snapshot of the 7-day, I'll zoom in and show you what we got. 90s instead of 100s. We'll take what we can get. And very slim rain chances. If you see rain any day this week, tomorrow or next week, it'll be mainly in the afternoons after 2 p.m. All right, guys. Happy Saturday night, and make it a great one. Be safe, and hope you have a wonderful night.